paid $285 million for the Dallas Mavericks. I went to an opening night of the 99-2000 season. First game of the year. Wasn't sold out. Energy wasn't in the building. I'm a season ticket holder, a huge Mavs fan. I look around and thinking, I can do a better job than this. Then I realized I can put my money where my mouth is. This was early November. By January 4th, I owned the Dallas Mavericks.
Don't think people understand there's 100% correlation with what happens to a company's earnings over several years and what happens to the stock. If the company, McDonald's, has done very well as a company, right, the stock has done very well. People worry about too much money supply, what's happened to the price of oil, whether, who's the president, who's being nominated for the Supreme Court,
it's all
the
earnings.
ozone layer. It has nothing to do. McDonald's earnings go up the next 10 years, the stock will go up.
If you want to be a millionaire, you can do it. But there's a couple things you have to be able to accomplish. Rule number one, find something you can be good at and then be great at it. Second, you have to know how to sell. Whatever it is you're good at, somebody's going to need that service, someone's going to need that, whatever it is that you're creating, but you have to be able to sell because you don't want to be in a position where you're dependent on other people. Number three, be curious and always be learning. Because the one thing that's certain about business is that it changes every single day. And then the fourth thing, when you have that knowledge, when you have that ability to sell, when you know that when you walk into a room, you know your shit better than anybody else in the room, that's when it's time to start a company. Then you can start to control your own destiny. I told you I value time. First thing I bought, Gulfstream G5. Now I didn't just buy it. I'm a tech guy. I go online and I'm like looking up Gulfstream G5, email the guy and I'm like, can I do a test flight? First time I'd ever been on a private plane. Sitting there and I'm thinking, oh shit, this could be my plane. So I stacked up some more and I sent him an email saying, done. $40 million, I'll buy it. Biggest online purchase in the history of the internet still to this day was my buying that Gulfstream G5. Why'd I want a plane? Because the most valuable asset you can never own is your time.
So if you want me to be an investor, let's negotiate a very attractive package that aligns my interests with yours. Now that may be through royalties or warrants or convertible debentures or straight equity or straight debt. There's a wide range of different outcomes. People say to me, oh, royalty, why don't you just do equity? Because a royalty is even better than equity. When the company gets sold, the acquirer, if I have a perpetual royalty on board, comes to me last and says, how do we buy out this royalty or how do we incentivize you to work for us going forward and continue the royalty? Both outcomes I really like.
Entrepreneurs create jobs. I'm an entrepreneur and I do my best to create jobs. But the reality is, in order to become a billionaire, the one thing you have to have is luck. Any billionaire who tells you they could just do it again, no, you have to be lucky. Maybe you have a rich parent. Save your money first. Don't just leave unless you know what the hell you're doing. We hear all these stories about all these people who quit their job, started a company, and made all this money. What you don't hear are the stories of the people who quit their job, started a company, and failed miserably, and are now working at a job they hate. Before you quit, be prepared, know what you're doing, save your money, have at least 6 months to live off if you can, and then maybe you're ready to start your business.
Thank you for watching the video. Please do like and subscribe to the channel.